The A7 is so futuristic. The new A7 Sportback is looking like a hot contender. The all-new Audi A7 Sportback to be unveiled in the fourth quarter of 2017. Light strip at the rear, the new A7 sets itself apart visually from the A6 and offers more second-row space than before. Those were guesses, but we don't have to guess anymore. You and I are going to take a first look at Audi's new A7. We'll look under the skin and take a look at this dazzling new design.
Following in the footsteps of the A8, the future design of the new Audi models now also adorns the A7. Sporty and dynamic, it is Audi's interpretation of a four-door coupe.
For me, there are so many gorgeous little design details, from these broad, muscular hips the eye is led all the way down to this razor-sharp new suit of clothes. Look at the way the bonnet cascades down to this low, wide grille. That just screams sportiness and power. And that is what I want from a coupe. Fully integrated into this design are the lights, and they are going to make you smile. Inside, you'll find direct technology transfer from Audi's new A8 in this all-digital operating system, and it's got this wonderful positive touch technology, swiping and scrolling exactly as you're used to on your laptop or on your smartphone. So before you even step into the car, this whole intuitive system works exactly as you expect it to.
All of the engine variants in the new A7 are equipped with mild hybrid technology. The car recovers energy when braking and charges the batteries. Take your foot off the accelerator between 55 and 160 kilometers per hour, and the A7 coasts with the engine switched off to improve efficiency.
The A7 is the best of all worlds. You get this stunning coupe body, as much space inside as a four-door sedan, and as much room as an Avant. Now, you could pretty much spend your entire weekend filling it with rubbish from the garden, but who wants to do that? There's always something more entertaining to do. Well, you're going to pay for this svelte coupe roofline somewhere, aren't you? And that's in the back seat, right? No, not at all. I'm 6'6". Take a look at this. Legroom and headroom to spare. This is gorgeous.
The new generation of the Audi A7 is brimming with technology highlights. Another detail is the 3D view of the car itself. Exiting a parking space has never been so easy.
The new A7 is absolutely jammed with technology taken from the Audi A8 and loads of lovely touches. But for me, the standout feature is the design. And don't forget, you can find everything you need to know about the brand new Audi A7. Just go to Audi Media TV.
Cut. Thank you.
OK, but what about the heads-up display? And the mood lighting? And the seatbelts that light up in the back? And the four-wheel steer? Oh, man. Really?
Perfection has a new shape. Fall in love with the new Audi A7.
Good evening to the world premiere of the all-new Audi A7 here in our brand new, wonderful design building. Form follows function. Now with the new Audi A7, this holds true more than ever, because the car really fuses true aesthetics with a high degree of functionality. And when it comes to digitalization, the spatial concept and the driving dynamics, this car really defines the new benchmark in its segment. Design, dynamism, and a genial space concept, making the A7 a real, true Gran Turismo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this car is a dynamic, sporty face of Audi. And this character is, of course, underlined, as you can see here, by a single-frame grille, which is low as never before and extremely broad, supported by extremely thin and elegant headlights. And I'm particularly proud of this new daytime running light, which I think makes visible digitalization. I think this animation is just fantastic. But what's more, we've got huge wheels. We've got a long wheelbase, very short overhangs, and then we've got this fantastic roofline, extremely flat, as you can see here, and no limit to the headroom inside. I think it's grandiose. The proportion for me from the side is simply perfect. But the love for detail here, of course, I mean, my favorite is the rear. This light strip, in combination with the vertical elements here, to me is so progressive and so unique. I'd say it will be so dominant out there on the roads that I'm just looking forward to seeing it driven on the street.
Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, begrüßen Sie den Vorsitzenden des Vorstandes der Audi AG, Rupert Stadler.
In 2014, we made with a prologue, well, we gave a promise. I think it was, yes, it was a true promise we made. And the study, that show car for us, was sounding a completely new design language. And now, well, we're simply fulfilling that promise. We're doing so for all of you. So in the last few weeks and months, we have, of course, then further 4 to 5 electric vehicles that will come on top of the program that we're already driving. We took the decision for that. So when we head towards 2025, we will have well over 20 fully or partly electrified cars in our model lineup. And that means that across the board, in all the segments, and of course, in all the virtual and important concepts, we are readying ourselves for the future. And I can tell you by 2025, we then will also meet our target that we will be the leading SUV brand. Because every second Audi will then be an SUV or a CUV. Thank you very much for being here and enjoy the evening. Good talk, good conversations, and, well, just enjoy the evening. See you later. Goodbye.
Tu opinión nos interesa. Si tienes algo que decirnos, envíanos un mail. Esperamos tus sugerencias.